Hello and good morning, Blue Jays fans, and welcome to Jays Latest. I am your host, Craig Borden. We're here to talk all things Toronto Blue Jays and just, I guess, a little bit of playoff race baseball at the same time. So let's just dive into it because we had a fun game in Toronto at the Sky Dome yesterday as the Blue Jays took the victory against the Baltimore Orioles. The 6-1 victory gives us the 85-62 American League leading record, and the Blue Jays, like I said, win 6-1 on 10 hits, 3 hits for the Baltimore Orioles, and 2 errors, which led to some Blue Jays fun as well. But let's just talk things first because we got to talk the Bass, the Hound. Bassitt, incredibly good start. Only gets through 79 pitches. The rumor was that the Blue Jays bullpen was just fully rested, and John Schneider wanted to make sure that the Blue Jays, starters and everybody are just being balanced as far as their load for the last few games. Only a few games left on that Major League Baseball record. I believe it's 15 or 14 at this time. So either way, only so much more of baseball left in the actual calendar here in September, and the Blue Jays looking to obviously take advantage of every game they humanly possibly can to get a win and hopefully take away this division. If they take the best record in baseball, they have a home field advantage all the way through at least the American League playoff race. So that would be very encouraging, seeing the Blue Jays home record is slightly ridiculous compared to their away record. Let me pull it back up because I had it here 2 seconds ago. Yep, there it is. The Blue Jays currently have a 48-25 home record, which is one of the best in the majors for how they play at home. Only the Philadelphia Phillies have a better record at home than the Toronto Blue Jays. So let's get back to Bass. Chris Bassitt had a 5-inning performance where he allowed only 3 base runners, so he's completely following suit with his buddy Kevin Gossman. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts from the Bass. As he was going through this whole thing, the one thing was really funny is he kept falling behind batters, and they would turn around and strike them out. So that's Chris Bassitt for you in a nutshell, apparently, because he just finds a way to dig in and keep moving on it. So it was an insanely good performance. If you're interested in pitch ninja level strikeouts, this is one you should really go back and look at, because he just had all these youngsters in the Baltimore Orioles lineup definitely on their heels. And to that point, this is still a very talented Baltimore Orioles team. They have been winning a lot in the last few weeks. Just did not hit on all cylinders at any appropriate time this season to be able to make anything of it, and then injuries kept stacking up to the point where they couldn't even keep a pitcher out on the pitcher's mound for a hot minute. So tis what it is, and that's how, unfortunately, baseball is. It's not a marathon. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So on that note, let's talk this offense, because they found a way to just keep chipping and chipping and chipping into this team for the Baltimore Orioles, especially in the latter parts of this game. After the Baltimore Orioles oddly jumped out to an early lead in this one, the only run scored off of Chris Bassitt off of a Jackson Holliday single. Jackson Holliday has been on fire in Major League Baseball over the last few weeks. Scores very, very good, talented catching prospect Samuel Basallo. Basallo was a thorn in the side for the Blue Jays and always on base during this first game, so he'd be one to keep watching over the weekend here. Flash forward all the way to the 5th. This is where the Blue Jays get on the scoreboard. Vlad Jr. being at the center of it hits a ground ball through Colton Cowser into center field, and Davis Schneider scores. Blue Jays on the board. Miles Straw follows up in the next inning. He's been at the center so much in the last couple of weeks, especially with injuries and whatnot going on. Miles Straw picks up his 14th double of the season, brings in IKF, who is also loving the fact that he's back in Toronto. Flash into the 7th, Ernie Clement comes up with a key single, scores George Springer, who was motoring around the bases. Just chip away. This was a next man up, literally, in this game. And the Blue Jays have scored every inning for the last third of this game. Dalton Varsho comes in with a pinch hit double, scores Miles Straw and George Springer. This is a ball that, honestly, I can't believe it got by Ryan Mountcastle, but it got by him. So there you go. And then to put the cherry on top, Vlad Jr. with another RBI single and gets everything going. So that is the offense in a nutshell. And like I said, just key clutch, monster, great hits, properly timed, 10 hits strung together, especially in the latter part of this game. Got to give credit where credit's due. Trevor Rogers started this game off very well for the Baltimore Orioles and looked very good, but just could not capitalize at the end of this one for the Blue Jays to walk away with a win over the Baltimore Orioles. So it's that time of year, party people. Get to start scoreboard watching a little bit more closely. So the Red Sox and the Yankees were battling at Fenway Park yesterday, and the Yankees came out on top of that one yesterday in a 4-1 victory. The Yankees, as typical, hit home runs, it scores your runs. So the big highlight from this game was the Aaron Judge home run. And that is actually the home run that has now eclipsed him on the Yankee leaderboard over the great Joe DiMaggio. So if anybody says, "Oh, Aaron Judge isn't that great" or anything, okay, just look at the home run numbers and things like that, where he is. The guy's slightly obnoxiously good. So Luis Hill picks up another win since rejoining the Yankees. That's not good for us because now they have a pitcher that actually can throw the ball over the damn plate. Lucas Giolito for the Red Sox picks up another loss. He's now 10-4 after even a very good start too. 5 2/3 from him, 1 earned run, 2 scored while he was on the mound, and then the bullpen just unfortunately let it go for the Red Sox to eventually lose this one. But if you're scoreboard watching, as those two teams beat each other up again today, and Max Fried versus Brian Bello will be on the mound. Pretty good pitching matchup for anybody to watch today in Major League Baseball. As you're watching the scoreboard, that now puts the Yankees 3 games behind the Blue Jays for the division. Red Sox drop a game to 4.5 behind, and this is tightening up. So that's the wild card race in a nutshell for you, everybody. The Blue Jays, or the Yankees, Red Sox, and the Houston Astros, and the Mariners are actually technically tied after yesterday. The Seattle Mariners have won 7 games in a row, and they still are barely hanging on to that last wild card spot. So on the mound for the Blue Jays today, as we go to keep hopefully distancing ourselves as we take advantage of the Blue Jays playing the Baltimore Orioles at the Skydome. Max Scherzer will be on the mound today against Tomoyuki Sugano. Tomoyuki Sugano, yes. Sugano has had a really good rookie campaign for the Baltimore Orioles and is going to be a nice piece for them going forward. 27 starts. He's the only one that has made all of their starts for the Baltimore Orioles this year. 27 games, 4.51 ERA, along with 10-1 record in his last 3 outings, though that ERA has climbed. Against the San Francisco Giants, he only was able to throw 3 1/3, gave up 7 earned runs. In his last outing against the LA Dodgers, same thing. Just really rough. 7 hits, allows 3 earned runs. So there's a chance the Blue Jays could jump on him and get some offense going today with Max Scherzer on the mound for us. Max has had a little bit of a rough in his last few as well. 4 earned runs in all 3 of his last starts. I know he's dealing with some back things. We're just hoping that he gets out there and can look as good as he's been and keep Blue Jays in the game. That is the point as a starting pitcher, even if you are as such a veteran as Max Scherzer. So make sure you tune in here. We'll talk, things Toronto Blue Jays going forward, and we'll have a good time. And hopefully we'll be talking more playoff baseball and playoff victories at some point in the near future. Hope to talk to you soon. Cheers. Go Blue Jays.